It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky, he's got Burton here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number 1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Bears' offense.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplify their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. A look at the Buccaneers starters now on defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Check safety, check safety. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, Strong. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. He's got it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Graham. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
2nd and 10. Check. Hey, get hang with that. 44, Mike, 44.
Now Graham looking to throw on 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Now Graham on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
Here's Graham to throw it, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scott Miller, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, Montgomery takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it'll be third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but holding the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Go set. 70, Indy.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right?
Hey, exit.
At 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
5.
On first and 10, it's Graham. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
I got
Hey, orbit. Deep grip.
Second and 10, here's Graham again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Hit it.
On third down, here's Graham. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Now Graham. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Down. 10 Lobo. Don't get nervous. Bravo.
58's the money. 58's the money. Check that.
Let go.
They'll throw on first down with Graham. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Let's go.
Now it's Graham. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
Third down from the gun, Graham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, Delta. On the get.
They'll try and throw for it with Graham. Steps away to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky going up top for Miller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with just the lone, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down. Here's Graham. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, high set 5.
Graham going to set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This defense tried to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing now, Graham on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And this is caught by Evans. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the pickup there.
60 Pittsburgh. We got protein, Phil. Let's keep moving. To go.
From the gun, it's Graham. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Gay's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
General West.
At the 31-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
On second down, Graham. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Come on now, come on now.
Off the play fake, here's Graham. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
On the ready.
44 Mike. Check. Hey, defense, let's go. Kill.
Smooth. Yo, Steve Griffin.
Now Graham on 3rd and long. He's got Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Bo's and Mike. Mike's Bobo.
On 2nd down, here's Graham. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scott Miller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful